Nor was it one of pride. It was the smile of a teacher who finally understood that his student had never truly changed. In Garp's heart, Kuzan, known to the world as Aokiji, was still that same young marine he had once mentored. Still kind. Still gentle. Still carrying the flame of justice deep in his heart. Despite the cold exterior and the seemingly indifferent gaze, Aokiji had never abandoned the values he believed in. He had simply chosen a different path to uphold them. Now condemned by many as a traitor. But the world only saw his actions, never the weight behind them. In his early years, Aokiji was the embodiment of justice in the eyes of the Marines. Passionate. Idealistic. A clear sense of purpose. He was admired by subordinates, respected by comrades, and regarded as a role model for generations to come. But everything began to crack after the tragedy of Ohara. That day he witnessed firsthand the cruelty that lay hidden behind the banner of justice. Akainu, his comrade, had ordered the destruction of a rescue ship, choosing to kill everyone aboard, guilty or not. He tried to resist. He tried to make change from within. He tried to protect the truly weak and helpless, those who had no voice. But he was powerless against the system. Powerless against the rigid dogma. The despair drove him inward. From a man of action, he slowly became passive, adopting a form of lazy justice. Detached, but not uncaring. Thoughtful, yet no longer vocal. After the war at Marineford, he felt hollow. With dreams dimmed and disillusionment sinking in, he no longer found meaning in his position. But when he learned that Akainu would be promoted to Fleet Admiral, he couldn't stay silent any longer. Aokiji, who had seemed indifferent to everything, stood up to fight. Absolute justice versus human justice. In the end, Aokiji lost. He gave everything and lost a leg in the process. But even in defeat, he stood tall. Aokiji resigned from the Marines, not out of shame or failure, but to seek a new lens through which to view justice. One that wasn't dictated by the world government. One he could shape with his own hands. Then came the decision that shocked the world. He joined Blackbeard's pirate crew. People whispered. They called him a traitor. They said he'd fallen. But the truth, as always, deathly ability became a lifeline for the desperate. A shield for the powerless. He saved people in silence, helped in secret. He brought hope to the hopeless. And in perhaps the most telling moment, he saved Garp, his old mentor, when death was closing in. Aokiji used his frost not to harm, but to seal Garp's wound, to stop the bleeding, to give him a chance at life. He didn't say much. He didn't need to. That one action spoke volumes. What Aokiji wanted to say was simple. Sensei. No matter where I stand, no matter what the world calls me, I am still me. Because a man who can stay true to his beliefs, even when everything else is falling apart, that's someone worth respecting. That's real strength. That's what makes him undeniably cool.